Hey, let's paint a tree today, shall we? A quick 4-minute expressive tree. Initially, a sort of simple brown burnt sienna, whatever. Put down some marks, free, quick marks, spontaneous marks. Add a little bit of burnt sienna again, just to thicken it somewhat. And then a bit of black in the paint to create contrast and depth. Now I'm considering that the light's going to be hitting the painting from the left. So when I put my dark marks in, I sort of lean them towards the right, as you can see, just to throw a sort of imaginary shadow, but not being too precious or too fussy. Nice bold marks and moving the brush and twisting and turning it to create interesting creative marks. Because later with a smaller brush we will work into them. Same with the green, just rub it around, push it and squash it and pull it and whatever. Not too formal. It just does create such a wonderful texture. Because I'm working with linseed oil here and oil paint, which does help to keep move the paint around very expressively. Then the sky, we'll put some blues in, mixed with a little bit of white, and putting quite lightly because the sky is a bit lighter than your nature. There you are. That's it. That's basically it. There. With a smaller brush, I have a long-haired brush. It helps me to create very interesting marks, and it carries a lot of paint as well. As you see there, I'm using the lines that I've put down initially and working into them quietly and quickly, but considered. And still leaning a little bit to the right, so this is a shadow. It's both shadow and it also adds detail and structure to my work with a small brush. It's important to have a nice brush to work with, like a long head brush as I've got there. It just gives me such expressive quality line, and I can push it forward and make big marks, small marks. It really does help. Little brushes don't, it's important to spend a little bit of money on a decent brush. It makes all the difference in your painting. And the same applies to the green. The green, I've just again added a little bit of black to the green in this particular case. You can add blue as well for shadows, but we'll get to their more advanced stuff later. And as you see there with that little brush, I'm just pushing it forward, and it creates such nice blotchy marks. And also it carries a lot of paint, which does help. And then again, you can use the tip when I'm doing there to here and there in areas as I feel personally. It's a very personal thing. We all approach it differently, but in this style, you can do what you like. And then there with this bigger brush, I've got no paint on it. All I'm doing is just pushing around the paint that's already on there. And in areas, I soften the line and diffuse it a bit, blend it a little bit with the paint that's already on the painting. There's nothing added. Because it's linseed oil, it does tend to stay wetter for a lot longer and move a lot nicer than you would if you were just using turpentine. Here again, so up to choice, going a little bit more into detail. You can spend a long time looking at the shapes you have put down initially and work into them and then blend them again softly. It's the same sort of principle over and over again, a repetition of the same way. You become more comfortable with it as you do it over time. But this is just a small demonstration, a quick demonstration. In later works and paintings we will go into more details as we progress together, because this is also my first time I'm starting these videos, so I would rather start with less and work to more. And then we're going to darken it a bit more towards the left, and I think we shall call this our Christmas tree painting, because this has been done during Christmas. It's 2 days after Christmas, and so happy festive season. And next time I think we'll do a river. So thank you very much for watching. Okay, bye.